Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. I'm James Chubb. Thanks for joining us today. We are going to talk about marketing funnels for online directories. Should be a good webinar. Before we get started, just a couple quick logistics. We will be recording the webinar and posting it to the blog on eDirectory.com. After the usually day after the webinar will be posted if you want to go back and review later. Also, we will be doing a survey after the webinar, so if you can give us some feedback, we definitely enjoy that to help make these webinars better each time. And finally, if anybody has any questions or comments during the webinar, please post them into the chat. And we will stop periodically, as well as at the end of the webinar, we'll have time to answer questions about this topic or anything else you'd like to ask. Okay, so thanks for joining us today. And some introductions. With us today is Emerson and Gabriel from our marketing team. Hi, guys.
Hello, James. How are you?
Doing great, doing great.
Hello team. Hello, everybody.
And we have a couple more events coming up 2 weeks from today. The eDirectory banner ads system, where we're going to talk about how to use banners effectively in eDirectory. And then on the 25th, enhancing the user experience in online directories. So please come back and join us. You can sign up for those on edirectory.com/webinars. And for anybody new here, just some very, very quick background on the eDirectory platform. It is a system to create websites and online guides, directory-style websites. It's used for all sorts of different industries and purposes, anything from local search to vendor directories, buyer's guides, lead generation websites. It is highly customizable with a WYSIWYG no-code editor where you can drag and drop widgets around to customize the layout. It also has an integrated native app builder in it, so you can publish mobile apps that are connected to the same database and installed under your brand in the Apple and Google stores for app stores. We also have an in-house customization team. If you do need to customize it, connect it to legacy system, etc. And we have a source code version available for the website, for the web version. If you want to do your own customization, you can do that. To request a live demo, just go to eDirectory.com and you'll see how to request a demo there or chat with the account manager, and we will be able to talk about the system and how it might fit your needs. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the marketing funnel for online directories. So this is a marketing presentation primarily. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Emerson, who's going to take over here and explain about the marketing funnels. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you, James. So let me pull up my screen here. Just a second. Okay, is everyone seeing okay?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so just a quick summary about what we're going to talk about it today. We're going to show a little bit about this marketing strategy that we call it marketing funnel. It's part of a content marketing strategy that can increase your website's reputation and drive more sales. That's the objective of any online directory. So in this webinar, we'll discuss the concept of marketing funnel, how to create the funnel, the types of content to each stage of the funnel, and also the paid ads to automate the funnel flow and integration between your directory and the ads platform. Okay, so let's get started. The marketing funnel is one of the essential content marketing concepts for increasing the commercial results for any company, for any project, any website. It's a strategic model that shows the customer's journey from the first contact with your project to the sale. It's a graphic representation of the path the customer takes from discovering your website to signing up for a plan, and even beyond that. So we can even consider the post-sale stages of the relationship with your customers. But basically, we're talking about a three stages funnel, which is divided into top of funnel, known as the awareness stage, as until now the person was not aware of your website and the advantage it offers. We have the middle of the funnel, which is the recognition and solution consideration stage, where they already know your website, they know what you offer, and you become one of the choices the business the service provider has to advertise their services. And of course, the bottom of funnel, the purchase decision stage, where they make the purchase, they sign up for a plan, they hire your services. And each stage requires specific content to engage the audience and drive them from awareness to sale. And this is a little bit motivated to online directories. And why I'm telling you this, because if you go to internet and learn a bit more about the marketing funnel, the first stage, the top of the funnel stages, is where they became aware of the problem they have. But we know that business owners and service providers, they know that they have to advertise their services to get more clients. So for online directories, this basic top of funnel is a little bit more deeper, let's say this. So they don't need to realize they need to advertise their services. They don't need to discover they have this problem. It's a basic situation for any company. So in online directories, the top of the funnel is the awareness of your website. They know your website and consider it among the other options of advertising. And how to create the marketing funnel. So we're going to start with the journey mapping. It's to monitor and optimize our customers' purchasing journey. You first need to know it. So if your company already has a considerable number of customers, you can map the journey with a series of questions aimed at an organization's best customers to define the profile of the ideal customers, their doubts and ambitions, and the reasons that led them to buy something from you. For those just starting out, the best way to do this is to talk as many potential customers as possible to find out the same answers. So, uh, what do they, what are they expecting advertising with you? So, how did they know your website? Did they search on Google? It was a mouth-to-mouth situation. You need to ask them these basic questions to understand where they are coming from, uh, what what is your features, the features that makes your site attractive to them, and the services you offer, etc. You need to make a lot of questions to understand how they think, how they will act, and how and why they will purchase or sign up a plan for you. So having these basic questions is the first step. And then you go to content planning, because we're talking about a content marketing strategy. With the information collected previously, it's time to create a content strategy suitable for the entire process. The content must be different for each phase, and you must provide enough information for the customer to progress until they reach the last stage of your funnel, the purchase stage. But before writing, do a keyword research to find out opportunities, traffic volume, costs, ranking difficult, etc. And Google Search Console, when your website is connected to Google Search Console, there is a report called Performance Report that will also show valuable keywords that helps people to find your site. So you won't just use your imagination to create the keywords that we're going to write about. So I'm going to show a few examples in a few minutes, but the keyword research that you can use, uh, Google AdWords, Ad Planner, the Google Analytics, you can use that. You can use even Google uh, search and most and related topics to find out how people will discover your site, and what are their questions before go to an online directory try looking for advertising. And the types of content. So let's recap and say that we have the three stages of the funnel. So the top of funnel content should aim to make your audience discover that your website can help solve their problem, and which is the basic problem for business owners and service providers. Get digital exposure. That's the base of an online directory. So that's the problem you have to solve in the first place. So you can write topics about digital marketing as a tool to attract new customers in your area. So 10 reasons to advertise on internet in Miami, for example. And diversify exposure channels to increase visibility in your area. And maybe qualify the audience versus mass audience in your niche, because you know that the most successful online directories are niche directories. So when the more you think niche, the more easy it is to create content for your specific project.
And just to Emerson, just to add there, depending on the site, like some examples of this top of the funnel content may be things like writing about, an article about, how to market your restaurant or something like that. And then the restaurant may come in and be a sponsor on your local guide. Things like that is an example of what we're talking about here.
Of course. Okay, moving forward, mid of the funnel content should be even more informative, presenting solutions for your target audience, advertising your project, but without starting to sell yet, because they need to get confidence on you. So you need to start a relationship before trying to sell. So content marketing follows the same sales strategy. It's not just sell. You need to become an authority on your niche, on your area, uh, get confidence from people, and then you're going to sell on the next stage. So you can write topics like the benefits of advertising a directory with complete and diversified features, the advantages of your directory compared to the competition, and success stories from your real customers. And even like James mentioned, how to advertise for restaurants or for the niche or for any other specific target you have. And bottom of the funnel content must start with informative materials about values and services you offer, like a media kit, among others, until arriving at a final offer to capture the customers. So content like this media kit highlighting the very best details about your website, just like traffic, your social media stats, the other services you offer, what makes your website unique, and things like that. Prepare client testimonials. You can have video testimonials, not just written ones. And of course, a page, exclusive page with an irresistible offer. It helps you to capture the buyer on in the right moment. So they're ready to buy. They read about your website. They know you are the expert on online directory in your area, in your niche. So they got an offer. So it will help them to make the decision a little bit faster than just go into your advertise with this page and selecting a bundle, for example. And the content is ready. What now? So the first thing is to take advantage of the most common and free options, like share them on social media. If you already have a database of emails, you can send a blast and keep them informed, engaged, and nurtured. And of course, you can highlight them on key pages like advertise with us, the contact with us page, on other pages of your website. So having these contents focused on getting advertisers on your website should be featured on several pages, not just the regular pages that are focused to the site visitor, for people looking for business events, deals, etc. So on the pages that are prepared to advertisers, that's are the good points to highlight this type of content, and mostly blog posts. And explore the paid traffic such as Google AdWords and social ads, because if people don't know your website, one of the best strategies is to use paid ads. So Google AdWords, Facebook ads, Twitter ads, etc. You need to use them to reach out for more potential customers. And what we're going to do on advertising, you need content. So we created the content. So let's promote it with paid traffic. Final words before switching over to Gabriel. The organic traffic on your funnel, because sharing on social media, having those blog posts on your website, on our pages, are good for SEO, for organic traffic. So internal links to keep visitors engaged and nurtured at the end of each blog post will help them to read the top of the funnel content and realize there's deeper content and click to read more and then go through the funnel organically. But we know that is not the way, the fastest way for people to move through the funnel. So that's why the paid ads strategy is a good one at this point. And adding a lead form widget at the end of the blog post to the detail page to convert visitors into leads, and having a chat feature, it helps them to contact you. So to capture the information from people interested in advertising your website. Okay, so now I'm going to turn over to Gabriel. He's going to talk about paid traffic to automate your funnel. Gabriel.
Okay, thank you, Emerson. All right, so let me just share my screen here. And the goal here is to show you quickly how you can connect the funnel strategy and work together with eDirectory and also with Google Ads. So we will try to create a funnel together here. I have set up a test account. I hope you can see my screen. First, I'm here at the main page of Google Ads now. So if you're not familiar, Google Ads is the platform of advertising of Google, and it reaches almost everywhere in the internet. So we can use that for as a beginner or as a very advanced user. So Google Ads allows you to have a range of possibilities that you can explore if you're a newbie or an advanced user. So okay, so how to implement a strategy together with the content that you already have on your website. Let's say you are trying to attract the customers to become sponsors on your online directory. In our case here, we're going to use our demo website, which is a online guide for Miami. So we want to attract, so the goal here is to attract more Miami businesses looking for to be ranked on Google and to be listed on our website, and thus have more visitors and possibly more sales. So that's our goal here. How do we create a funnel for that? So first of all, on Google Ads, we have to create the goals, which are going to be the conversions. So just click goals, conversions summary. So here I have created a few page view conversions named after each segment of the funnel. So I have the top, the middle, and the bottom of the funnel here. So I will explain how this works and how you can start implementing this on your website. So as Emerson mentioned, is not in the top of the funnel is the awareness stage. You are here trying your website, your online directory is trying to solve a doubt or a pain that the user is looking for on Google, in which that case might be how to advertise my business in Miami. I need to how to rank on Google, how to convert more leads on my business. That could be common questions that a user might have trying to bring their businesses to online. So the goal here will be to create these conversions. I would just show you how quickly this is. So to track conversions, we're going to choose the website type. You're going to put your domain here. In my case, that's going to be our demo site. Just click scan, and we can create a conversion right now. Let's go and choose add a conversion action manually. A window will pop up, and here's the catch. How Google Ads will determine that there was a conversion on a given page, in a given page. We want that to be a page view conversion. So we just have to click and scroll down. You're going to see page view here. So I'm telling to Google Ads that this blog post here will be the offer of the top of my funnel. So I will give them 10 ways to promote your local businesses online in Miami. So I will offer this piece of content here. So I'll just copy this and give it a name. For example, top of the funnel blog post. So I can give it a name here. Sorry. Yeah, I can give it a name, and then I will use this to check, to confirm that a user has actually have seen my page, and it is marked as a conversion. Sorry. Yeah, I have this one ready. So after that, you're going to have this conversion created right here. And the way you're going to install this on your website is going to be using the custom code widget. And we can install it ourselves here. So this is a piece of code that is going to be placed here on this page. On your eDirectory editor, you can do that using the custom widget. It's going to run. Uh, underneath the code. Don't see it. It's just for Google Ads to know that, okay, this triggered a conversion, and that will mark that as a top of the funnel conversion. After that, so we have to make the process 2 more times for the middle and for the bottom of the funnel. So what we do next, once we have the conversion tracking, we have identified that those users that have seen our ads, saw something that is interesting for them. They went to a landing page, for example, this page right here. We have to transform those users in audience, in a target audience. We can do that also by using Google Ads in the menu tools. And then we have a few options here. We're going to select shared library audience manager. And basically what this does is it will take our top, middle, and bottom conversions and transform the users that have seen those conversions that have visited our blog post page into an audience that we can later on target through ads. For example, let me quickly create one for website visitors. I can create, for example, I'm missing the bottom of the funnel, converted users, for example. So I will segment by using a specific tag. For example, I can choose Google Ads will give me the conversions that I'll just have created just created. For example, top, middle, and bottom. So I will grab one of those, and I will create a segment so that will create an audience that I can work with in my campaigns. So you can see that I have a top of the audience funnel, I have a middle of the audience funnel, and a bottom of the audience funnel. So for example, for the middle of the audience, I'm going to use another piece of content on how to maximize visibility using our online directory in this case. So I have a few tips here. I'm not offering anything. I'm not talking about prices or promotions or anything like that. It's just content so the user can get to know our website and have that on the back of their head when they are looking, okay, I'm going to purchase some online space in here. And after we have created the conversions and the audiences, it comes the time to create the campaigns. So again, it will follow the same logic. I will create one campaign for each stage of the funnel here. And inside the campaigns, we're going to use different types of keywords. For example, the awareness stage, you're going to use keywords such as how to, or what is the best option to, or how can I drive more leads to my business, or how to advertise online in Miami, or how to find the best online directory in Miami if you want to advertise your business. Those are the most common broad questions that people will be asking around your keywords. You have to do your keyword research first, depending on your niche. And these are the keywords that we're going to target here. In the consideration stage, you're going to target other keywords, and in still offering services, for example, maximize your visibility, drive leads to sales with our online directory, and how to improve your online presence. So here you are giving more options to the person that has already seen the first stage of the funnel. And then at the bottom of the funnel, you're going to use your promotions. You're going to offer a discount. You're going to offer different plans for them you're going to offer, I don't know, some kind of advantage if they close the deal when they reach this stage. So you have to match your speech to each part of the funnel here. Same goes, let me click, for example, on the top of the funnel. So this is a campaign that I have an ad group called awareness ads. And here are the keywords that I'm using to target the top of the funnel. How to advertise online, reach more leads in Miami, promote online business in Miami, social media marketing in Miami. So I'm going really broad here to try to make my brand, my website to show up to more people, the better. And then we will try to funnel that out, okay? And if I wanted
Gabriel, one thing I wanted to jump
an-
in and mention here is that when you're building one of these websites, you have your core audience, like this is Miami local search, a local guide for Miami, this example, the theoretical example we're talking about. So obviously you have people coming in looking for a restaurant and looking for things to do. And then you have on the other side, the advertisers or the potential sponsors. So just to be clear, what we're talking about today is building this funnel for those potential sponsors. And many people, they often create a separate section on their website for advertisers or sponsors, or even a whole separate website so that it doesn't affect the publication at all, just to be clear. So you don't need to try to have content on the same website to sell advertisers and to tell people, and for your actual publication, just to make that clear.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Sure. And yes, so just going back, let's say I want to create an ad for a top of the funnel stage. So the URL would be the offer that I'm giving to the clients. So remember, we have created a conversion using this URL here. So this is the landing page that my users will reach once they click my ad. I will use the same one, for example. That will trigger the conversion, and that conversion will trigger the audience. So each person that clicks on this will be turned in an audience that I will use later on the funnel. And yeah, so these are a few examples of headlines that I wrote here. So we could create these ads on the awareness stage, just so you see how it looks like from the inside. A little longer description here on trying to explain the advantages of sponsors to have their websites listed on our directory. As James mentioned, the goal here is to talk to sponsors, to promote our website and try to engage with future sponsors. Okay. So for example, I will leave this. Let me show you the difference from the top of the funnel to the bottom of the funnel. So, okay, so we have this page on the top. We have this page in the middle. And this would be, for example, a case study from one of our clients, one of our sponsors. that did pretty well in our directory, and we want to use this company here, this restaurant, as a case, as a positive case for us. And then in the end, you also have a submission form here. So this would be for us our final conversion. We can also create an audience out of this bottom conversion and try to give them an offer in a future page, for example. So if I go back to Google Ads, I will go back to the campaigns. So I'm in the top of the funnel, in the awareness stage. I will go to the bottom so you can see the difference in speech here and what I'm talking about. So let's say I wanted to create an ad for this. So yes, I'm going to talk a little bit more about sales here and offers in the bottom of the funnel. And if I wanted to create an ad for this, of course, the final URL would be the case study blog post, the case study article that we wrote, so that our conversions understand that, okay, so a person reached this page, it will be turned into a qualified audience that we can use that to our advantage to try to sell them later. And this is the difference of speech. For example, we got a very special offer for you. Increase sales in your marketing. Get 40% off today if that is a real offer. Dominate your category. Don't miss out on this. So we are just trying to create some sense of urgency here on the lead, since we know that this is a very qualified lead because it went through all the 3 stages on the funnel, and it's here, so it might be very well interested in our offer. So this is the time to grab this user's attention with our best offer and drive them to become not only a lead, but also a customer, a buying customer. And so yes, I think that the goal here is to understand how to work with the conversions, with the audiences, and then to create your campaigns in Google Ads, each one for each stage of the funnel. So awareness, consideration, and also the purchase stage. I think for the demo part is just this. So if you guys have any other thoughts, we can
Any
talk
last questions? Yeah, if anybody
about it.
has any questions, just paste them into the chat about this topic, or anything else. And I'll open it up. Do you have any final comments here, Emerson? Anything else to add?
Just the part about how to add the tracking codes to the website. I have them ready here. I just have a few slides more to run.
Okay, great.
Okay, so before I jump into the questions, let me just finish the presentation. 1 second here. Okay, I believe you can see my screen. Just this is just a summary of what Gabriel just showed you. So the stage 1 to start with this presumed audience based on keywords or interested. So they will see top of the funnel ads. They will arrive to our landing page. A hook will be added to their browser. So Google AdWords, Facebook ads, we will understand that they are part of this audience. Then we go to stage 2, where they will be receiving targeted ads for mid of the funnel. And again, the process is the same. They will go to a landing page and get another tracking code and will be part of a more specific audience. So we go to stage 3 and again, receive a targeted ads and finishing with the offer page. I have the offer page here and also the blog post, so I will show you how to add the tracking codes for each audience that Gabriel showed how to create on AdWords. So that's the same here. So creating the goals, etc. We can publish this deck, this presentation deck on the blog post tomorrow as well. So don't worry about having to memorize everything at once here. And the tracking codes on your pages. So there are two main ways to put the tracking codes: using the header tags on the page editor, as we can see here, using the custom content widget on different pages you are using, and of course the WYSIWYG text editor on blogs and articles. So let me just pull my website here very quickly. So this is the dashboard of our testing websites. Gabriel showed the tracking code. It's already added to the pages, so I'll be very quickly showing you this. So for the page editor, when you create a page with a unique and irresistible offer, for example, the suggestion, the recommendation is to add them on the header tag sections of the websites. Let me edit and show you. So when we are creating a page with the eDirectory, you see here, show SEO and advanced options. There's this icon here where you can edit the meta description, the meta keywords, the SEO portion, and also add a tag on page header. So this is the tag, the script, the codes, the tracking code that Google AdWords or Facebook Pixel, for example, provided by Facebook and Meta, will give you. So just a matter of copying and pasting here. So the tag is added to the page. So every person visiting this page will have this tracking cookie on their browser and will be part of that audience. So later they will be served targeted ads. So it's very simple the way it works. Is just a matter of copying and paste here. As I mentioned before, this is the unique offer page. When we uncheck this box, it means that this page won't be added to the sitemap, so it won't be indexed by Google. So this way you are protecting your special offer page to be discovered organically. So this is very useful when you are targeting people by ads and you don't want people to discover this page uh, by any means. So it's also a very important setting just to uncheck this box. So this way, you know that just selected people from those targeted audiences on ads will be receiving, will be accessing this page. That's a very simple way to do. So we put a pricing card here with the selected offer. You can create a bundle that is not public on another pages of your website, just here. And of course, adding the content, as I mentioned before. So a blog post with the case study and the lead form. As we have the chat feature on our website, so it's also displayed here. So this is a very simple example of the offers page. So we have a package here, so they can get 2 listings for the price of 1, get 3 classifieds for free, 2 events for free, publish unlimited deals, not offers, and access to exclusive content. So with the new directory package builder, you can create the bundle you want with unlimited listings, for example. So they will see this offer, and it might be very unique, very irresistible. So they will feel that, hey, I need to grab this opportunity right now. So they will sign up. Here I embed a listing cards widget with the blog post for the case study. So I'm helping them to take the decision of the purchase. I have the lead form widget so they can drop a line and start a conversation. Of course, the chat widget at the bottom. It's missing here just the testimonial, but we have the testimonials on the regular advertise with the space, so it's up to you to create that here. And also using the custom content widgets, you can embed a YouTube video with a video testimonial if that's your case. So going back to the content editor, so if Gabriel mentioned a lot of the blog posts uh, to be used on ads, so let's see how to add the tracking codes on a blog post, for example. Okay, let me open this one. So this is the blog post. When we scroll down here on the text editor, we'll see this button called source. This is where you're going to go and see how the title tags, the technical way to create the text for web. I put them at the bottom. So we have that same codes. I don't have the code here right now, so let me just grab the same codes. With the new buttons, it's easy, so it's just a matter of copying and pasting. So let me copy it from here. That's the tracking code from AdWords. So I'm now back to the blog editor. Again, hit the button source and you see the source. So at the end, we're just going to paste the snippet for the conversion tracking code. It's very simple to do. This way, everyone that lands on this page and reads this page will be added to the segmented audience. So you'll be able to target them with more specific ads in the future. That is pretty much the main two ways to add the script, the tracking code script on the pages of your website. And
Okay,
that's it,
great.
James. Now I guess we
Okay.
are open to questions.
Open to questions. Yeah, if anybody wants to ask a question, just pop it into the chat here and we'll pick them up. Let me start at the top. Thanks everybody. Um, let's see. Johannes sent a comment. Emerson showed the slide at the beginning explaining how a lead gets to be a loyal customer. There's a stage beyond loyalty. It is the stage of being a fan of the eDirectory platform and the team. eDirectory has a great team. Well, thank you very much for that comment to lead out the day. Always welcome, both positive and negative. So, but yeah, thanks. We do try here. Next question. From Harry Berto, Emerson, since you spoke of traffic, Emerson, since you spoke of traffic, do sponsors have a way to see the traffic they're obtaining from their ads? The reporting, I guess they're looking for. That is a good question. I don't know if that's available on that demo, or maybe there isn't any data for it just because it is a demo. But yeah, Google will show you the info there, correct, Emerson and Gabriel?
Yes, inside the directory, we have the stats for the sponsor that can be enabled and disabled. So if your website is brand new with low to no traffic yet, so you can hide the stats from the sponsors at the beginning and provide them with more Google Analytics data manually. But from the sponsors dashboard, they can see the stats, just regular clicks, how many times they showed up on the search results of our page, how many people are clicking on the details and to get in contact.
Okay, I understand now. Yes, so these ads are actually the listings in the content on eDirectory. Yes, so there is integrated reporting inside of eDirectory, so that advertisers can, see your sponsors can see, that they're getting traffic and hits. One thing I should mention about that is it is a little bit difficult because there's so much bot traffic on the internet these days. Different systems indexing things, et cetera, and so we try our best to filter out the bot traffic, but sometimes what you see from Google results and Google Analytics doesn't quite match what the listing is. And the reason for that difference is the automated bot traffic that's difficult to filter for that. But yes, sponsors can see the results, the traffic they're obtaining in the ads. All right. Next question. Is there an option in eDirectory to show me which pages, listings, blogs, articles have an inserted code from Google or from some other platform. There isn't an option that, I mean, basically you can right click in your browser and then hit view source under developer if you're using Chrome, or there's always a view source option in the browser, and then just search for the Google snippet, and you'll see where the code is to see which code snippets are in there. That's the only way, right, Google Emerson, to do that? I mean, you could see through the
Yes,
interface, through the Type Manager interface.
we showed here the easiest way to add the tracking codes using eDirectory, but if you're a more experienced user, you can use Google Tag Manager to insert the code. So from there, you can see very easily the pages that you are using as the trigger to insert the tags. So it's another way to have this type of control.
Okay. Let's see. Next question. How much do you charge advertisers for funnel services? I'm wondering, it sounds like you may be asking what we charge for doing ad management services, or something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure of the question. If you want to clarify, you can post it in a clarification to that, Joan. Yeah, we don't offer advertising management services. It may be a service you want to offer to your sponsors. And then you can decide, check the market and see what's available there. I'm not sure if I understood that question correctly. Comment from Vanessa, didn't know this existed until tonight. Every day is a school day. Oh, that's great. From Justin, is there an easy way to incorporate Google AdSense ad units into your directory as an additional source of revenue? Yes, absolutely. So we have, the two ways to do that. We have a banner module, and you can actually set in the banner module the option to script banner and then put in Google AdSense in those banner zones that you set up. Alternatively, you could just post in the Google snippet into a custom content on any pages you create as well. So there's two ways to do that. If you have any questions on that, just reach out to our support team. Question from Courtney. You talked about landing pages and having separate pages, meaning separate sites. Typically blogs look like blogs. Also, wouldn't you want to just go to the bottom of the funnel with an offer and have a lander with all the AIDA in the lander rather than paying for ads into three parts of the funnel? Do you have successful campaigns that have actually been done? Yeah, so good questions there. So about the three phases in running ads into all of them, those are just some examples. And often you don't even run ads. You would do email marketing or other things and try to, send people into different parts of the funnel. The top part of the funnel, that content you may use for users that aren't so familiar with your website or your brand. Whereas the middle one, may talk about middle of the funnel things about, a little bit more execution type stuff. And then the bottom of the funnel would be sort of, the offer phase. Hey, sense of urgency, do this, take this action now, type of thing. Do we have successful ad campaigns that have been done? We've been around a long time, so I know people are doing, campaigns out there. I don't know if just advertising for advertisers, honestly, is the best strategy. I think often you need to reach those advertisers somehow, but spending on Google, you got to be careful about that, just to be honest with you. And it's great if you have some email lists or something that you built up where you're able to go sort of and reach them and bring them in. Do you guys have any more comments for Courtney, Emerson, or Gabriel?
I believe you covered
No,
everything
I
for
think that's
this.
it.
And wouldn't you just want to go to the bottom of the funnel? Yeah, sometimes you got to romance them. I don't know, as far as that goes, but yeah, you could certainly put offers on that initial top funnel content as well to go ahead and sign up. It really depends on what type of service you're selling, what you're offering, and that type of thing. So, next question from Frank. Is the platform compatible for Canada and other countries? Yes, absolutely. So there are different ways to change things like, zip code to postcode, currency, language, actually. We literally have customers in hundreds of countries, at least 130 or something like that, countries around the world. So yes, it's certainly compatible, and especially with Canada. Lots of customers in Canada. So, oh, the clarification from Jen. I was asking if you had an idea what companies were charging clients to set this up. Oh, charging for a listing and that type of thing. I think it really depends on the segment that you're in. And you can, determine if you're doing a local search guide, it's different than a niche B2B directory, like business to business directory. So the pricing may be all over the place. You may look at some other websites on the internet to determine that. You may just sort of guess a price point, which a lot of people do, something that you think these advertisers will spend without, without too much complaint. They'll just whip out their credit card, a great $99, $49, $300, whatever that kind of thing is. So lots of ways to do that. Some people look at Google AdWords and see what value Google's providing, and then try to use that to estimate a cost, a value that they're providing. Lots of different ways to do the pricing on that. For that, I think we have a blog entry of some resources on the website on eDirectory.com that talk more about setting pricing for listings. Well, great. Any more questions? If anybody has any last questions, please paste them in now. Otherwise, come back and join us for the webinar in 2 weeks. And there will be a quick survey after this webinar. If you can fill that out for us, give us some honest feedback. We have thick skin, so don't worry about that. And any last comments, Gabriel, Emerson, for today on the marketing?
Oh, just to mention that we have a webinar about a keyword research for online directories, so it works just not just for organic traffic, but also for paid ads too. And the one that you mentioned about how to price your online directory, so it talks about the value, the offers, etc. So it helps people to understand the value and how much they can charge for a listing.
Okay, well, great. So thanks everybody for joining us today, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.